With StatEasy, we give you the ability and the option to create your own statistics. So what I'm going to do is create a highlight stat so that I can rank it on a 1 to 3 scale. So we'll go into configuration and into our stats, and if we scroll to the bottom we see here all of our shortcuts and statistics we can currently take, but I want to create a new stat. So I'll go ahead and click on that action, and I want to create a highlight stat. So I just go through each one of these prompts in turn and answer the questions that it asks. So number of players involved in this stat. We'll just keep highlights for one player at a time, and number of additional factors that I'd like to capture. I would also, as I mentioned, like to add in a ranking for the stats. But I want to tell StatEasy what kind of rankings those are. And I want to go ahead and rank a highlight on a scale of 1 to 3. So I can create an advanced stat sentence that lets me specify that. So all of the instructions for creating an advanced stat sentence are right here typed in green. So we'll need to add in a player on our team, and as you can see, a previous stat sentence that I've taken already is in there. So again, you can have an idea of what that looks like. And we'll also need some additional information with the bracket, and I can tell StatEasy which stats I want to code for. So as you can see, I did %P for a player on our team, and $D with a question mark, a data point that includes a defined set of letters and numbers. So as I mentioned, I just did 1 through 3, and let's go. I'll say done. I've set up the stat information. And then just a few more things. How does the stat change the game? It doesn't really change the game, just allows me to track really great plays from individual players. And does the stat take place at the end of a play? It could, but not always. So I'll click on done. I've set up the stat effects, and there you go. So we have our highlight statistic, and I can rank that on a 1 to 3 scale. But what if I wanted to include that in a stat report as well? Well, just a few clicks and I'll be able to add that into my default view stat report. So again, in configuration, I'm looking at stat reports, and I want to add that into my default view. So we'll scroll down, and the first thing that we'll do is create a new column. So, and I'll label that highlight and show the number of occurrences of each highlight, and then add this column. But I'll also want to include a column name, so I'll include a column group here at the bottom. So obviously we'll do highlight, number of the first column, which is 19, which you can see right here, and the number of the last column is 20, so the one directly after it. I'll add this column group. Make sure you click on Save My Changes, otherwise StatEasy obviously won't save those for you. I'll click on Save My Changes, and there you go. So if I jump back out to my dashboard and view stats for my team, I'll be able to pick this tournament for State College, and I'll be able to see my highlight stat in my default view stat report right there. And that's really all it is. So if you ever have any questions, please feel free to give us a call or drop us an email, and we'll get right back to you and help you out with whatever you need.